Okay, here we go. So I have the ball today, so you're gonna use your Pilates ring and then 2 different sets of weights and the little bends and the long bends. So we got lots of toys to get organized. Okay, take a nice big deep breath. I've got my feet nice and far apart. I'm gonna lift the shoulders up and then I'm gonna take it all the way down. And I'm gonna roll it up slowly. And do that again. Inhale deep. Lift the shoulders, try to get really tall, and then let it all go as you fold. And you roll it up. Again, big reach up. And exhale, fold. We're going to stay down here for a couple of breaths, so just sort of hang out. Enjoy the sensation of being inverted. We're going to get good blood flow to our face. Really try to breathe into your ribs so you feel them puff out. And now we're going to inhale, extend the spine. Now we're going to bend at the knee, come into a little squat, lift the arms off the floor, and we're going to come all the way back up and reach for that ceiling. And then exhale, fold it all the way back down again. So we're going to extend the spine, bend the knees, lift the hands off the floor, and you're going to come back up, big reach. Exhale, fold back down. Extend the spine, bend the knees, lift the arms, and you're right back up. And then relax the arms by your side. We're going to bring the feet in hip width apart now. You're going to take this right arm all the way up and around. Do it a few times. And then the left. Make your circles big. Try to keep the arm nice and long. And now we're going to go the opposite way. So backwards first, and then forwards. And switch. Nice. Okay, take the feet wide again. Send this left hip to the left and sweep the left arm straight up and over. And then come back and do it again. And last one. Try to keep the arm nice and long. Now go the other way. Okay, let's make a fist and send the elbows back. You're going to fold halfway down. You're going to send the right arm forward, then the left, and then you're going to unfold and keep the arms long as you unfold. Pull them back by your side, crowd out the chest, fold down, right arm out, left arm coming right back up, and sweep the elbows back again. Last one. Try to weight into your heels and keep the hips back. Now you're just going to go up and down as deep as you can, keeping the elbows back. So the spine stays long and the legs don't bend. Got a few more. Okay, standing tall. Now you're going to just turn the toes out. See if you can keep the same distance in your feet, and you're going to come into a little squat going up and down. Just at a nice, easy pace. 2 more. Okay, shake it out. Don't pick up any weights quite yet. We're gonna come to the front part of your mat. Your hands can be wherever you want them. You're gonna pick the right knee up. You're gonna step it back. You're gonna lower the knee. And when you come back up, you're coming up into that knee lift. So try that. Step back, lunge, lift. Do it again. Step back, lunge, lift. Little bit of a balance challenge. Reverse lunges are really good for us because they definitely challenge your balance. And I'll step it in and we'll switch. Left knee up. Take that big giant step back, lower the knee, and then try your best to pull it back up to a knee lift. If you need help with balance, you can always take your arms out to the side. Two more. Okay. Pick up some weights, the heaviest ones that you have. You're going to kickstand the left foot. Hold the weights by your side. And now we're just going to squat down and up. So it's a narrow squat, right? Mostly working your right leg. So think about putting as much weight into that right foot as you can and just go straight up and down. So you're going to feel mostly all of the right leg, front and back, working. My left foot, I'm trying not to use it too much. This is strengthening all of the right leg. And you're going to feel it in the glute. You have 5 more. Okay, put your weights down just for a sec. I'm going to grab a sip of water and then we're going to get ready for the other side. It's always good to take a grip break with your weights, especially if you're holding heavy. Okay, extend the right foot. So I really have my toes of the right foot slightly behind the left heel. So the stance is very small. And I'm trying my best not to depend too much on that right foot. Take it as slow as you need to. Maintain your form, keep your spine long. No hunchbacks. So I heard this lady talking yesterday on NBC about how having strong legs as you age helps your cognitive health. So here we are, getting strong. Give me 5 more. Make them really good, like as best as you can. Maybe you sink a little lower. Maybe you depend less on that right foot. Okay, put them down. We're gonna give our hands a bit of a break. We're gonna come down on the floor and work our inner thighs. So I'm gonna use a ball. You use whatever you got. Here we go. So you're down on the floor. You got the ring between your legs. Your feet are on the floor and you're just squeezing in and releasing. Nice and slow. 3 counts in each direction. We're going to do this for 1 minute. You're about halfway there. Make each one of these special. Okay, hold it in and just squeeze. Now pick your feet up off the floor, bring your knees in towards your chest, and then in slow motion, send the feet back down on the floor. It's like a little crunch. So tilt the pelvis up, lift off of the feet, knees come in slowly. Keep the lower back on the floor as you slowly return the feet. Do it 8 times, slow. And you're squeezing that ring while you're moving the legs. Your belly stays down, right? You're pressing it into the floor as best you can. Keep the shoulders pressing down. They're not going to help you here. This is all core and inner thigh. Squeeze a little harder. Now take the feet halfway towards the floor. Just pulse it in and out an inch. The lower back is pressing down. The shoulders are pressing down. The belly is pressing down. Just squeeze, release. 10 more seconds. And then relax. Take that out. Whew. We're coming back up on our feet. I'm gonna grab some water. Okay, here we go. You're gonna pick up 2 weights. 2 of your heaviest. Feet are hip width apart. I want you to stand in the middle of the mat. We're going to try to just do some hip hinging on one leg. So this is strength training and balance challenging at the same time. So I want you to pick this right knee up. Then I want you to lean forward, do like a single leg deadlift. Lower your weights towards the floor. Come back up and lift the knee up again. That's 1. Switch legs. Left knee up, send it back, lower the weights, come back up to that knee lift, whoops, and then switch legs. Sometimes the slower you go, the better you're able to maintain the balance. And I said sometimes, because some days it's more challenging than others. You're going to keep alternating 1 side at a time. The modification is to put the toes of the back leg down if you need a little help. The pace is whatever you can handle, right? Might be slow, maybe it isn't, maybe it's a little quicker. Maybe you do it with no weights if you're running out of gas. You got choices. Whoops. Okay, we have 2 more after this one. One more. Okay, good job. Now meet me in a split lunge, but both heels are on the floor. So start scooching out your front leg. So you have as much distance between the feet as you can handle with both heels down. Then you lift the back heel up and you come down with the weights. Spine stays long. You're just going down and up. Now, when you come up, I want you to push through the front heel. So this is all butt work. When you really dig that front heel into the floor and push, you're going to feel your glute coming to the party here to help you get back up. So my front leg just has a micro bend at the knee. You can't even see it. My toes on the back foot are really high. Now, when you come up this time, I want you to do a hammer curl. So hammer curl your weights up, so the weights tap the shoulder, and then extend them out. Come back down. Push through the heel, hammer curl your body back up. Keep that heel high in the back. You know why we do that? Because A, it challenges your balance, and B, it forces you to use or put more weight on that left leg, which is what you want to do. You have 5 more. Now, when you get to the last one, which I'm doing now, when I get down, I'm going to keep the weights on the floor. I'm going to come up without them. I'm going to extend my arms out parallel, and I'm going to lean forward. Just hold. So now you're working a lot of the shoulders and upper back, and you're also putting most of your weight in that left leg. You got 5 seconds. Okay, shake that out. Whew. Grab a sip. This is so fun, Sue. Okay, we're switching legs. So split those legs. Get a lot of distance from front to back. Both legs are straight, both heels are down. You got your weights. Lift that back heel up, and here we go. First couple, I urge you to go slowly, just so you get the cobwebs out. Push through the heel. I want you to really feel the glute doing the work here. If you're ready to start those hammer curls right now, go for it. I don't want to overdo it. I'm just kind of easing back into it. So Start your hammer curls if you're ready. Or you can do a bicep curl if you want to switch it up. Make sure you only have a micro bend in that right knee. You really want to be focusing, how can I put more of my weight into that right leg and off of that left foot back there? Five more slowly. Okay, on this next one, leave the weights on the floor, come back up without them. Nice. Send the arms out. Now just lean in. So now really lift off as much as you can that back foot and just hold. Relax. Whew, that's hard. Okay, weights off to the side. We're going to come down with our little band. We're going to wrap it just above the ankles and work our outer hips a little bit. Give our grip strength a break. So you're lying down, your legs are going straight up to the ceiling. You open wide, close slowly. Glue those shoulders into the floor, like literally press them down into the mat. Keep them there the whole time. Tuck your chin a little bit so that neck is nice and long. And play around with the angle of the feet. You can move them forward a little bit to engage more of your belly. That's always a good idea. We're only doing this one time. You got to wear out these legs. Now, when you open up this time, hold it open for 5 counts. And then close it completely. So the muscles now get a little break. There should be no tension in the band when you close the legs. Then open back out as wide as you can and count to 5. And then close and release. So you're sort of starting from scratch each time. Open. Close and release. And don't close too quickly. Never a good idea to be in a hurry. Open. Close and release. Open. Close and release. Open. Close and release. Open. Close. You have one more. Open. Close and bring the knees down to your chest. Give yourself a little bit of love. Maybe it's a circle, a rock, a hug, or all of the above. Okay, you're going to remove the band. Now you're going to take the band just under the bottom of the right foot and you're going to hold on to the band with the right hand. Keep your knees, both of them, into the chest. You're going to push out the right leg while you hold the band And you're gonna release it back in slowly. Do that 4 more times, push it out. So the leg is about 45 degrees from the floor. Bring it back in slowly. So you're just holding above the leg, right? Couple more. So really try your best to bring the leg in slowly. Last one. And then switch feet. Switch hands. Now you're pushing out that left leg. Bring it in slowly. Push it out. Bring it in. And if your band is too easy, you can always switch bands for the black one or whichever is harder than what you're using. Last one. Okay, get rid of the band, rock and roll yourself up. You're getting back up on your feet. We're gonna hold the heaviest weights that we have, one in each hand, and we're gonna do some calf raises. So here we go, shoulders back and down, nice proud chest. You're coming up and down. So the objective here is to show as much control as is possible. Some may look prettier than others, and that's sort of par for the course, but we keep trying. You want to control the movement as best you can. You can add in a couple of holds maybe, even if it's for another second or two. Try it. Try coming down a little slower. This is all about focus and concentrating on what you're doing. Let's do 8 more. Make them as best you can. Okay, I want you to turn your heels out or your toes in, or maybe a little bit of both. So I've got some separation between those toes, but my heels are out. I'm going to do the same thing. Up and down. Just switching up the angle a little bit here. Think about how this is not only challenging your balance, but getting your ankles and your calves and your shins stronger. Keep really good posture. Try to get really high onto the pads of the feet. Okay, do 4 more, and then we're going down. We're going to work our chest a little bit. Do a little rehab for our shoulders. And stretchy bendy. Okay, put the weights down. Come on down on the floor. Let me grab a quick sip of water. Okay. So you're gonna first do a full body stretch. So send the arms back, but keep them nice and wide. Spread your fingers, point your toes. Maybe flex your feet and then point and keep alternating. Should feel good for your calves. Now we're going to slowly relax the legs. Just keep the toes pointed. Let the arms pull forward. Lift your head, tuck your chin, draw in the stomach, and roll yourself up. Nice. Okay, find your weights that you use when you do chest presses. We're going to hold them at the chest, and we're going to C-curve the spine and slowly lower back down. Now, send the weights straight up to the ceiling. I want you to be flat on your blades. I want your wrists neutral, and I want you to bend your legs. Pelvic tilt so that lower back is on the floor. And then slowly open out wide. Start your presses. Just keep them wide. You're not bringing them to touch at the top of the move. You're keeping them wide, far apart, going up and down. Palms face forward, wrists are neutral. You should be using the heaviest weights you have. If you can handle it, and then switch them down if you need to. So it's always good to have two close by. We're going to rep this out. Maybe 10 more if you can. And again, you're going up and down, but you're not bringing the weights together at the top. Okay, bring the weights together, bring them down by your chest, rock and roll yourself up so you can put them down on the floor. You're going to come back down on your back, bring your knees up and into the chest. Nice little circle. Okay, here we go. We're going to work our core and give our arms a bit of a break. So I want you to give me 90 degrees at the knee, tilt your pelvis up. Arms are pointing straight up to the ceiling. We're going to do dead bugs, alternating side to side. So left arm, right leg go out. It's always the opposites. And then bring them in. And then switch. Pick whatever pace you're comfortable at. We're not counting reps here. We're just working to fatigue. When you feel like you can't keep that back down, maybe you need a little reset or a little break. I'm going to take a little reprieve myself. I don't know why I find these so hard. Okay, come back to it if you were taking a break. We're going to finish this off. Try to do maybe 8 more. Press that belly down. Keep your back on the floor. And bring those knees in. Nice little circle to massage that lower back. Go the opposite way. Okay, rock and roll yourself up. Get those weights again. We're going to come back and do another round of chest presses, only this time we're going to bring them together at the top. They're still going out wide, but then when you press them up, you let them kiss each other. And then open out wide and lower. You're going nice and slow so you can really pay attention to your form. Squeezing and pressing. You really want to press the shoulders down into the floor. And you want to keep them there the whole time you're doing these presses. Okay, 5 more reps. We're going to turn this into ceiling punches. We're going to do one side and then the other, but we're going to keep weights in both hands. So get yourself psyched up for that. Okay, so your palms face each other, your arms are extended, but you're pressing your shoulders into the floor, right? Tuck that chin, keep the head down. Punch that right hand up towards the ceiling and then lower it slowly. It's the lowering part of this exercise that is the strengthening part. So make that part of this move special. You're just repeating on the right side. So you're really trying to resist when you come down and make sure you're really pushing the blade and shoulder into the floor as you lower. Do 7 more on this side, and then we switch arms. If you need to take a break in between, don't be shy. This is your last exercise before we start our stretching. Okay, switch it. And hopefully you're holding the heaviest weights that you have. Five more, and then it's all over with the crying. Okay, bring the weights in, rock and roll yourself up. Get to have a sip of water. Cheers, good job. Now we're gonna stretch. We got 7 minutes. We're gonna do a pyramid stretch, which we haven't done, not pyramid, sorry, pigeon. So I like to get into pigeon from a high plank position. So I've got my wrists under my shoulders. So I'm going to step it back to a plank. And then once I'm in my high plank, I just take my left foot, bring it up, sorry, my right foot up behind the left hand. And then I'm going to slowly lower those hips, come down onto the floor. And you're just in any position you can be in where you feel an amazing stretch through that hip. But the objective is to try to get the left hip flexor pressing down so you're not sitting on your right butt cheek. So this is sort of what you call a working stretch, right? You're trying to give into it using your breath, but it can feel a little intense. So just try to relax and enjoy. You're here for about 8 deep breaths. Okay, back into your high plank. Your shoulders over the wrists, and then we take the left foot up behind the right hand. Bring it back down. Try to find a comfy place where you feel that intense stretch. And then come out of it just by sweeping your back leg forward. So you're going to meet me in staff pose with the heels in the front corners of the mat. Now we're going to flex the spine and just hang out between the legs. Now sit up tall, bring the bottoms of your feet together and just sort of grab underneath the feet with both your hands. And then you're going to sort of inch yourself a little closer. So you're in butterfly pose, trying to relax the knees and really releasing any tense feeling in your inner thighs. Staying nice and tall through the lower back. Now take your hands one at a time and just put them behind your back and see if you can walk them a little closer and maybe bring your hips a little closer to the heels. Your spine is lifted, your chest is proud, and you're still trying to relax the knees towards the floor. And release it. Send the legs out in front, and we're going to C-curve the spine and come down Pilates style, nice and slowly. Send your arms all the way back to that nice big full body stretch. Then we're going to make field goal posts with the arms. So you're going to have your elbows come in right to the height of the shoulders. The back of the hands are on the floor. Now I want you to press the shoulders into your mat. Keep them there and lift the hands off the floor slowly. And see how far you can move them forward without letting the shoulders round up. And you're just sort of oscillating from front to back. This is a nice feel good. You're doing something good for yourself, your posture and your shoulders. Okay, now let's keep the back of the hands on the floor and then just slide them up. Maybe they get to connect your thumb and index finger, maybe they don't, but just sort of slide them up and down. Still pressing the shoulders into the floor. Just kind of oscillate, do 3 or 4 more. Then we're going to do a little chest stretch, and then we're done. Okay, so bring the arms in. Step your feet in. You're going to tilt that pelvis up and down just a couple of times. Nice. Now I want you to cross your left knee over the right. Get rid of the big bend you have in the leg to a smaller one, and then let the knees go left and let the arm go out to the right. So you're feeling a nice chest stretch and a stretch over the hip. So you got your arm out to the side. Okay, bring it in, cross over the other way. Take it down gently and extend that arm out. Bring it in. And bring those knees into the chest. You're gonna rock and roll yourself up onto the toes. And full fold, and then we roll it up slowly. Thank you so much for your power and strength. Good job, Sue. Getting it done.